51.
Episode 51. And we're joined by
50 episodes ago, I used to always say, Two Cats, Haejl, when's it coming out? And it's out.
Now
By
we
the
found
time
out.
this video is out, Two Cats will be out, right? And
That's
where can
true.
they find it? Where can they watch it?
Well, it'll be for a bit exclusively on the app Two Cats. So it'll be on Android App Store. You'll download that.
Oh,
The movie's gonna be on it. The game's gonna be on it. All the bonus features are gonna be on it. It's gonna.
Is there actually a game?
Yeah.
That's a game.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
and the video game.
I'll send it to you guys.
What's the premise?
I
what's
mean,
the
it's
premise?
just the exact same. What's the premise of the movie? It's just like.
Is it like
It's
like
like
Warzone? Is it like Two Cats Warzone? Like free
No,
to download?
it's not. It's not.
That
It's-
would be lit.
Brian just like we get like the intro cutscene of the movie, and then we just follow Brian as he like collects CDs basically,
Nice.
and you're there to try to prevent him from collecting CDs basically.
Ooh, it's like 8-bit. We're like, ooh,
Yeah,
ooh.
Kind of like that. Kind of something like that. Yeah.
Gotta start somewhere, you know. I'm in a video
Exactly.
game now. I'm
Hey.
just happy to be in a video game. Yeah.
Are you more excited to be in a video game or a
Just
movie?
blast me. Both, because I'm in both. You know what
He's
I'm
most
saying?
excited to be in a
Like-
podcast, honestly.
On a
Podcast is
podcast.
every
There we
man's
go.
dream.
that's the right
Honestly,
answer.
It's
all
all
of it.
happening. Mhm.
It's all,
It's all
it's, it's all coming together. I love it.
It
It's
is.
all coming
Love it.
together.
It is.
Yeah.
So obviously, this is gonna be mainly me interviewing you guys because I'm not a part of or have anything to do with the movie. All I did was watch. Anything that got cut out of the movie was probably my fault. Let's do that as a disclaimer because I had like harsh critic at first. Do you remember, Haejl?
I remember.
Oh, you called me and it was like late now. I remember I watched it with my friend who I was bunking with at the time. Shout out to him. He knows who he is. Both of them, two brothers. And we sat and we watched
Two
it and we were like,
Mhm.
yeah, they're brothers. And I like lived with them and quarantined with them for the time being. So
That's real, that's
anything
real.
that got cut, it's our fault. Just saying. But it was all in the name of making this movie better than what it was already. You
All
know?
right, let's watch it. How about this?
Let's watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
do
watch it and
Oh,
break it
yeah,
down
yeah.
and talk
World
about.
premiere. World
Yeah.
premiere.
Hell yeah! Amazing. Here we
Let's
go.
do it.
Alrighty.
World premiere.
Red carpet, red shirt,
Cool
kind of a red
Yeah,
light.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
All right.
Where's
oh.
Ryan Seacrest?
That's-
Ready, guys?
Yeah.
All right, and let's
I'm
go
Brian Okumu.
for it. 3, 2.
Yo, what's up, dog? And other dog?
That's Jesse.
You want some music?
What an intro.
I got random. He definitely wants.
I have to admit, I was incredibly uncomfortable talking to random people in Hollywood.
Anybody want?
Jesse, go out on the street and just like start asking random people.
Want one?
Did anyone ever say anything back? Was anyone just like,
Nothing crazy. Like people talked, but like I was.
hey, that's right.
Hey, that's Brian.
One of the mornings, man. Where are you hustling off to? Oh man, where do you work? What do you do? Oh shit! Look at you.
Pause for a second.
Come on, give us some love.
This
Give us
is
some love.
Hollywood
Give us some
Boulevard.
love,
This
man.
is as Hollywood Boulevard.
from?
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
It's
It looks
like
so
a real-
good.
Yeah,
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 it
it came out
does.
so great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you
Like,
hustling to,
damn.
huh?
Please look at us from here.
To work,
What are you
man.
listening to these days?
And the bus passed in front of us, and we're like, just keep
Yeah,
going.
rap and hip hop.
We didn't have too much
You might
time
like
to do
this
this.
CD, man.
We had like.
no, but I like the bus going in front. I
Yeah,
feel like
me
it feels
too.
real.
Yeah, it does.
out.
It looks.
Free charge, nothing to it.
But the best part about the scene is when we were doing this, somebody came up to me and really thought I was from Detroit because they thought the scene was real. I started talking to
Yeah.
Brian. I was like, "Hey, I'm from Detroit, man." And the guy next to me was like, "Word, are you really from Detroit?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I'm from Detroit too."
Yeah, it's
That was
crazy.
funny. Yeah, no.
So we
Exactly.
we had to go on for like 5 minutes, and then afterwards I was like, "I'm not
Yeah.
from Detroit. I'm sorry."
Shout out Detroit.
Yeah, yo.
Y'all gave us some
yo,
Eminem.
Jesse, remember that one time when I dodged your mixtape while walking on the road, and the one guy was like, "Damn!"
He's like, "That's cold."
That's cold.
Oh man, that was fun.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you're filming, like, in real life. Real people interact. That's crazy. And this is back in Yucca. Oh, man.
Yucca.
Shout out.
Where the fuck is Yucca?
In Hollywood still.
Hollywood.
Mhm.
Yo, it's hard to Hollywood.
Jay, we're Jesse.
Damn, now I want to like have some candy or something.
Oh my.
I remember I was in Las Vegas when this first happened to me. A guy came to me and was like, "Yo, check out the CD." And I was just like, "I'm good, buddy."
I gotta be honest though, like I don't know what I would do with a CD right now. Like if someone handed me a CD, I have nothing to play it with.
That is funny, yeah.
Like give me a link. I will look up a link. I'll look you up on Spotify, but a CD.
My laptop doesn't take CDs.
Hey, man.
I use it as a coaster.
What's up, bro? Hey, what's
Where
up,
have you
bro?
been, man?
Hey, where I been? Where you been? Who the fuck are you? Where you from, bro?
Detroit, man. Remember I met a couple days ago. Yo, bro, you have to check this shit out, man. Just give me your track, which.
Okay, well, I'll do my
Detroit.
job. Yeah! Detroit, man. Hey, how'd you like that track, bro? Jesse, you did
Yeah,
such a
dude,
great job talking with those
amazing.
teeth.
The best
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
I deserve
don't
an
know.
Oscar for that teeth performance.
Hey,
Dude, it's like no joke. You did a really good job. I even told Ellie. I remember I was like, "Yo, why don't you just let him like take it out midway through it?" It's like,
Oh,
talk like
why not?
Oh, thanks, guys.
It was
It
like-
was actually fun. It was like it added a lot to the character.
Also, bro.
Are you
And I'm not
serious?
so...
no, it's not.
Except after every take, I would have to spit and just amount of spit out of my mouth.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Let it just drain.
What's up with the teeth, man?
Oh yeah. I'm on my way to a costume party. You know how it goes in fucking Hollywood. Everyone's got a theme. This is one thing. It's like plastic.
Yeah, I can imagine. Are they comfortable?
Bro, do they sound comfortable? No, man, they shit. But, you know, the conversation, I feel like maybe I can make some good tracks with it.
That right there wasn't acting. You really weren't comfortable.
Yeah. Blur the line.
Yeah, my improv roots really came out there.
That was like a
Are they comfortable?
$1. That was like a $1.
I
Those
don't know
green
if
teeth
I
I
have all
found in
these
like
things
an
again. Might break
arcade or
up with their
something.
voucher.
I won.
Well, you know how it goes.
Hey, man, stick with your girl. Party is close by. How about I spot you the money for these better teeth? Man.
Where'd you get the money from?
Man?
That was
Oh,
my
where'd you get the money from?
Where'd you get the money from? I sent out Pat Mix. I gave him, I just told him to pull out some cash, basically is what happened. And those are like $1, so it's not like a lot of money.
No, you
I
should have
remember
told
some
me.
20s in that mix.
I get
That,
you.
that lady walking by is my favorite part of the
You're
movie.
playing
She
the
just
game,
walks
and
in,
I'm
she's like,
fucking
oh, okay.
also.
Ay, mijo, I gonna be famous.
You okay? You got it? Okay, yeah, I'm sending it to you right now.
Shout out to Road Trip.
I forgot what to say. Yo, wait.
Yo, ball is
Oh,
fine.
shit. Wait, why wasn't I part of the basketball montage?
Ellie told me
High
a funny
School
story
Musical.
about that police car driving by. That was a funny story. When the cops came and he was like, "Yo, you're not allowed to film and shit." And then as soon as he got in his car or something like that, he started filming his car.
Yo.
Yo, Patrick Reed. Shout out to
Patrick.
Patrick Reed. Hollywood.
Wait. Okay, well the cop, you can film in Hollywood. We talked about this, Ali, as long as you don't have sticks down. So that we don't need to get into that kind of political discussion right now. but-
I looked into it. Sticks down. Well, I don't know if I should say this, but you're technically not supposed to use like a pro camera without a license. So
Let's just say
technically,
it's
technically we weren't supposed to film like this.
So
But
this is an illegal film, basically.
that makes it
whatever,
cooler.
whatever gets headlines.
Hey, Detroit,
Hey.
Hey, man.
Hey, Jesse,
represent,
this-
man.
You guys.
Driving good, man. I listened to your track, his CD, and it changed my life. You were right, man.
Yeah, man, I'm always right. I know how it goes. I know
Yeah,
how it
man,
plays.
I'm-
Yeah, it's good shit.
So-
Yeah.
I was kind of wondering.
This scene.
And you've been making
I'm
music.
in a rush today. I got some plans. I got some business I take up.
Plans.
And by the way, how do you know where I live, bro? That's kind of weird. I don't know if I feel comfortable about that. I mean, information being given here, man.
Look, man, I don't even know what to say about that. But what I will say, man, is that I just need another CD, man. You know,
Bro, I don't
like.
got the time today. Check back another
like-
time, I guess, man. It's just, you know, I got some other shit, bro. What are you
Look,
doing? Hey,
Give me.
bro, what the fuck? What are you playing? Give me that back.
Look. I'll
Bro,
give
what
it
are
back
playing
when you
at?
give me
That's
another
not
CD.
you. This is no way to get it. You gotta play with nice and love. You're playing with some games here, boy.
Look, man, just give me another CD, and you'll get you lunchbox, whatever, back.
I don't. It's not. First off, not a lunchbox. Insulting. Second, I don't have CDs on me. That's not my hustle today. You don't know anything about how life works.
So what? Is it in here?
You guys are
Is
so
this CD
funny.
in here?
Jesse with the
CDs
riffs,
are
really, it's so
Dropbox,
good.
I get
Your whole
fucking money.
Yo, I was actually getting pissed at Brian because he wouldn't give it back to me. I was actually about ready to fight him.
Come on, man. Stop playing that.
Bro, I
Stop
need a
playing.
CD, bro.
Whatever. Keep it. You're not gonna get one. See how many CDs are in that box,
Wait,
bro?
what? Okay, look, I'm sorry. Look, I'll give it back, but Just please, I just need a CD, bro.
You're
I just
being
need a CD,
tool.
bro.
You're being such
Look,
a
here,
tool.
here,
You're
here,
being
here.
registered hammer tool.
Please, I just need another CD, man. Come on, bro.
Oh, good, you need a CD? Yeah, go make it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you got headphones, you got an iPhone.
Come on, I need your music. It changed my life.
Get some skill, boy.
I haven't
You
been the
can't rap
same
my ass forever,
since.
You gotta figure out your own shit.
Pause.
You better.
Pause. Ali, pause. Pause that shit right
Pause. All right, right there at the
Pause.
6:59 mark. All right, Ali.
Nice.
now. What did I tell you about that scene?
Well, we can ask it now. Actually, if you want to talk, do you actually want to bring it up?
Okay, so when I watched this, I told Ali about the whole boy incident, and I was like, wouldn't people see this as kind of racist?
My life.
You know, I was like,
Yeah.
a white guy calling a black guy boy.
You better.
I was like,
Oh, I never thought about it. Brian, did you interpret it that way?
Nah, think about it.
No, because there's
I
that,
just
like
call it a
that
bitch.
phraseology of being like boy, like not like.
Yeah, that's true. No,
No.
I called you a bitch, so it's like.
No, I mean,
There you go.
correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like more of like if I was like a decade or older than him or more older, and I was like boy, then that would be like okay.
Yeah.
But it's,
Yeah, I
I mean,
feel
it feels
like,
like we had established enough relationship where it didn't feel like. And I'm like,
Yeah.
my character is such
It's a hoodlum in the first place.
Yeah, he's really trying to be like fake money, fake like rap or whatever. So I think he carries that energy. I don't think it would be like that.
Shout out to the girl in that scene, whoever
Shout
you are.
out, whoever you are.
But good catch, Ali. It's it's a.
Mhm.
My whole character, like, it did feel weird at times because it really felt like he was trying to take too much of that culture.
So that's what I told him at the time.
Yucca Park, Hollywood, the good old days. Brian Akun, Jesse Hahn. Look at that. Look at that.
Aw.
Which
Look at
are our guests for today.
Amazing.
Hey!
And the credits
so shout
go
out
on.
to
Oh, I'm sorry. Why is Brian's name first? Why isn't my name first in the titles? I thought it was in my contract that I'd be first in the titles.
Is that was it? Ben? Let me call the editor. Ben? Nah.
because
yeah.
they're titled alphabetically. B comes before J.
Mm-hmm. Ben and Jerry's. Also, shout out
DJ.
since we're at it. Shout out to Neil Wynn. I mean, real beautiful job.
Neil.
With the whole cinema. I mean, just like master of like capturing what we were doing. Like, I don't know if you could tell, Ali, but we were filming live mostly. Like, we rehearsed this a bunch, but when we filmed it, we hadn't like really had too much of a plan. And Neil Wynn did a really good job just like capturing it because it really works so well. And the camera's great, the energy's great. So good job, Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good job to all the people who are listed on this. So
Editor
Neil,
Ben, thank you,
Rota,
Ben. The music was
Patrick.
amazing. The music, I don't know what you guys, but I really like music just ties it all together, really. And
Yeah.
Pat Meggs, Jose, Alberto. Thank you guys so much. And then that's two casts for you.
Yeah,
Some special
so
thanks.
here-
Thanks Hollywood. Thanks Julie Gould, Yucca, Eric Moots,
You've
and
got
Patrick.
Eric Moots. Wait. I mean, what did Moots do for this?
I sent him the I sent him like the film. Asked him to do like
Oh.
to check it out for sound issues, and he like helped with the whole he gave me a whole.
God, I
breakdown.
love Moots. He's been
Yes.
he's
Very
been helping me assist and edit on my thing right now. And
Oh, yeah?
I just gotta say, Eric Moots, please everyone hire him. He's such a fantastic guy.
There you go. Shout out to Eric Moots.
Shout
All
out
right.
to
Any other shout outs we need to
Okay.
make, Brian?
Shout out to the first person to criticize this movie.
Shout out to him. We like critics. Always love people hearing, the other side of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was two cats. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I mean, really is cool being able to like share it and watch it and talk about it a bit. So yeah, Ali, do you have any questions you want to ask?
Let's get right into the questions. First of all, I'd like to say amazing job on both of you. I can see where it was. No, that's a lie. I couldn't see where it was improvised and where it was actually on the script for you to do or say certain stuff. So this to me is my first, it's like a first sign of, okay, so these guys actually are good at acting, right? It's when it seems natural. It looks natural.
Thank you.
So you lose where it's and the only reason I asked Ali, I remember I was like, is this all scripted? Like, did you write this down? He was like, no, half of it yes and half of it no. Half of it was just them doing what they had to do. So that was amazing on both of your parts, right? But how did it feel? Like, okay, so there are scenes I'm pretty sure both of you died of laughing because you just couldn't like get it through, right? So how did you just get over that and just stop the laughing, do what had to be done, and get through with the day?
Well, for me, well, you can go, Jesse. You can go first.
No, you can go first.
Okay.
So
Well, for me, I had taken in high school. I took a what was it? It was an acting class, and first thing I learned how to we did the various games and how to get serious and stuff like that. And then the following year, I did a play in our black box, and that's literally when the audience is right there, right next to you, and you have to do a serious face and all that. So after doing that, I could do this without laughing and getting serious. So I know how to turn that on, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about
I would
you,
say
Jesse?
my process differs between project to project, but most of the time for me as a performer, I'm such an improv based from my roots of different stuff that with a production like with Ali, with the script being half scripted and half improv, it really helped me to stay in character, because like when the cameras were rolling, I could just be in character and say what I was thinking instead of like trying to be funny. I would just say whatever. I would be in the character, so that helps like fight some of it, because like there wasn't such a fine line between what I'm trying to say to like be creative versus what I'm saying that's on script.
So you were living, breathing, eating the character. You never broke.
Yeah, as much as we could. It was honestly, I mean, me and Brian made each other laugh, but it was just everything else going around. Like one time in that street scene, the final confrontation, a car almost hit him. So I was like, get out of the street. What are you doing? Like, and that helped. Honestly, the environment helped because it was just us two together. Yeah. But I mean, it was hard to keep sometimes.
All right, no, but yeah, not bad. So let's get into that. So what is one of your favorite memories of filming Two Cats? Director Haejl.
Ah, you're asking me specifically?
Yeah, I mean you're part of this crew, so
that's true. I mean the whole thing was just a lot of fun. I mean, like shooting around in Hollywood was a lot of fun, I'll say, because we didn't have that much time to film. We shot this in like a couple of hours, right? But we rehearsed this beforehand. But I mean, like being there live with Neil and Pat and Brian and Jesse laughed up and being like, okay, guys, you guys stand there, walk here, rehearse this lines, let's do it a couple times. I mean, that just felt like we were like, the thrill was there. I feel like, as Jesse and Brian were saying, it's like, it's very hard to break out of character because you're so in the environment and you have like, we didn't have that much time. So we were like in it strongly. And I will say one of my favorite moments that happened that day, I'll never forget. This one guy, this one security guard, saw us filming and he came up to me.
That's the one I was going to pick.
Oh, well, we can tell us. You can continue the story, Jesse.
No, you finish. I was just wanting to say that it's good to me.
Yeah, that's a wholesome memory. This one guy came up.
Brian's like, when?
The security guard came up to me and we were like handing out CDs on Hollywood Boulevard, and he just asked, I know what he asked. He was like, hey, that looks really cool what you guys are doing. And he was like, can I get your autograph? And I was like, oh. And then I signed a CD for him. He got a Sharpie. I signed a CD for him, and I gave him the CD. And that moment for me really was, it was great. It felt good. Mm-hmm.
And did you all sign it?
No,
not me. I said, hey, Ali's making this great film. He's the director. And he's like, oh, that's cool, man. So we just had Ali sign it. I don't need this. That was Ali. That was Ali's moment.
Yeah,
that was fun. Mm-hmm.
What about you, Brian? What's your favorite moment?
Honestly, I think the entire process of just doing it, because I didn't really expect to do this at all. Like I was kind of just, I wanted to, because I mean I didn't expect to do it, but I've been wanting to try acting again, because the nice thing about not doing theater acting is that you can mess up and try again and again, but when you're on for like this, you can make a mistake here and then you can go back and think what you want to do again and then try again. So it was just the whole shooting and getting costume and all that was just so fun. So the whole process of it.
And Jesse,
even just right now, still enjoying it.
Not bad, dude. You're more than welcome to come back again. What about you, Jesse? What's your second favorite since Ali took away your first?
I liked the final scene shooting a lot, but I think the memory I'm going to choose that it was my favorite for fun reasons was we were shooting in front of a Starbucks on that corner, that first shot. And there was just one we had to deal with a couple homeless people that day, but this one homeless guy was like, "Are you guys doing a film?" We're like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Oh, cool!" And he started talking about what he went to Lebanon to like Beirut,
Yeah,
and then he was like hanging around the film, and he kept like as we were rolling doing the
that's
scene,
my favorite
he
moment.
kept being like, "Are you guys doing a film right now?" He's like trying to be in it, and we're like, "Yeah, we're in the scene." And then he started like verbally harassing this woman inside a Starbucks, and the security guard just kind of looks at us. He's like, it was such a weird like. Okay, thank you. And then he kept following us we kept running into him. I see him sometimes when I'm in Hollywood, and I just kind of avoid eye contact. But no, it was just such a funny, like, all of us were just like, what's happening right now? But the most impressive part of that was Neil, every shot we did of that was still perfect. Anytime we had to redo it, it was because of sound interference or because of performance. Like, Neil just nailed it. I was, like, impressed. I was like, Neil, there's, like, crazy people running around here trying to do this film. And he's like, no, it's fine. I got it.
And the takes are long. We have like, especially that first scene, that takes were very long. So it was impressive how you guys all got it.
So, Ali, how much did you actually end up cutting out of the movie? Like, how long was the filming? And like, give us some stats.
It's very hard to say. It was like 12 minutes, maybe. Like the first draft, I cut out. Like I wanted to tighten it, and then clean up. I don't know. Yeah, so it's like 8 minutes now. I think it's at the right length right now. I don't think it should be any longer or shorter than what it is. I don't know.
All right, not bad, but like it is high quality. So I was like, I'll be honest. I was expecting when you first said movie, I was expecting an hour. Not gonna lie, I was like, movie, okay, hour, and then I opened the file. Like it downloads quickly first. I was like,
small file.
Either my internet is really good today, or this guy just sent me like a 5-minute video, and then I click and it's like 8 minutes. I was like, oh, thought it was a movie, you know. So I'm not gonna lie, like this is honestly what I thought at first. But then I watched it, and then I realized that it's more of a quality and less of a quantity kind of thing, right? So I don't know. Or can we expect to see a future project, hopefully with these two again, but longer?
Sure. I mean, length. Like
Yeah, the sequel's going to be called Three Cats.
Three Cats.
We get another cat, and me and Brian try to convince him to, I don't know, start a podcast or something.
That's good. Yeah. Hey, you guys check out this podcast.
Based on a true story, right?
Based on true. Yeah.
Hey, you guys check
Speaking
out.
of based on a true story, Ali, where did you get inspired to?
For these guys?
Yeah.
All right. I'll answer your first question. I really don't think, like, we're at a time right now where like feature length movies are kind of becoming a little obsolete, just because, especially with COVID, movie theaters are shutting down big time all around.
I mean, the main reason would be attention span. Like it's just
attention span going down.
Yeah,
It's like the way everything's distributed, it's either on Netflix, you know what I mean? And so it's like, I don't see a difference between making like when I call Two Cats a movie, it's a movie. It's not a short movie.
Yeah.
I don't consider it like,
Yeah.
you know, I consider it like I'm making a movie, and with the whole experience of it too, and it's an experience. And where then I get inspiration from? The Two Cats. Who are the Two Cats? Why is it called Two? Why do you guys think it's called Two Cats, Brian? Jesse?
I mean,
that was also going to be my question, but sure.
Yeah.
Can you take a guess why it's called Two Cats?
Who, me?
I don't think I'll ever get it. I don't think I'll ever get it though. That's hard. That's
Right.
like
I honestly didn't know because I've been thinking. Let me see. Look, I've been thinking. Ali, when did you send me this video? Do you remember? It was like March.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's been a while. Like April, March. Something like that.
Yeah,
that's like 4 months.
Since then to this day, like in a week, I think about it 3 times. Like, why did he call it Two Cats? And I still don't have the answer. I still don't have the answer. Imagine.
Yeah, he's not gonna get no. If you got it, I'd be so surprised. I'd be like, what? What kind of? I'd be like, wow. You know, blow my mind.
Jesse?
Every time I asked him, I was like, Ali, why'd you call it Two Cats? He's like, it's because they're two cats. I was like, whatever.
That's it. They are two cats.
So there is a literal sense of like a term of like, hey, he's a cool cat. That's a cat. So that's what we're two cats. But there is I don't want to be the one to say it. I don't want to be the one to break the news of it.
You want to just keep it a mystery?
I'm
down with keeping it a mystery.
Jasper and Finn are iconic characters.
Yeah. They're based
I
off
mean,
of
I know
actual
that
two
though
cats.
they're named after the
They're based
actual
off
two
of
cats
actual
that someone
two
owns.
cats.
I don't
Yes.
know who.
Yeah, that's the whole two cats thing.
That's so that's like kind of like, and I based their characters kind of off the cats themselves. You know, when I was
He's
talking to
not
Brian, I'm
kidding.
like, dude, Brian, you got to be like Finn. You got to be just like Finn, the cat. And he's like, okay, and just like you got to be just like Jasper, the cat. And he's like, okay, I got it. And that's it. That's how we made the movie, basically.
What about my first question that I asked?
Inspiration? You mean for this?
Yeah. So, oh wait, that was the answer. Okay, my bad.
You want?
My
Yeah.
bad. So
Maybe
yeah,
more the
was
music side, Ali. Why'd you go with
Mm.
you know,
Like
that
the
kind of
plot,
like
mixtape
story?
guy?
Yeah. How it just happened. It just made the movie just got made. It was
came
just
to it in
Brian
the shower, I
and
guess.
Jesse were like, I mean, I wanted to make a movie. The plot changed a lot from when it first came out. Like the first draft of the script was very different than like, you know, what you're seeing in the movie. And I'm grateful because like it's more grounded right now than it was before. I want to make a movie just about like passion and obsession and music. You know, kind of like the music here is kind of like a, you know, a metaphor for all the different obsessions we have. Yeah, and I wanted to have just make something fun with Jesse and Brian, honestly, and improvise and have fun and film around. Why not?
Here's a fun fact, and I'm gonna leave this to the audience when they eventually watch the movie. Find the 7 deadly sins in that movie. You can find it.
Oh my
True.
god!
Like literally, dude.
How is
When
this-
I first watched
planned
it,
that.
I was literally, I was like, is it based on the 7 deadly sins? Because like here, let me pull it up.
That's
7 deadly sins. There is.
So this is why I love creating films and art and whatever, because there's just like things we might not necessarily plan, but then things just come across.
Yeah,
and people
it just
like,
comes
did you mean
up.
for that? And you're
Yep.
just like, yeah,
yeah, sure.
because that's so much
So-
better than anything we thought, and I love that. I really do love that.
So you can find in there like pride, envy, wrath, sloth, gluttony, and lust, right?
Gluttony? Where I don't
Can-
see any food stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm. The teeth? Is it the teeth?
It's not the teeth. It's okay. So let's define gluttony. It's basically the overguidance and overconsumption of anything to the point of waste.
Oh, okay.
Brian, damn it.
Lost.
Pride and lust. Where's the lust in this?
Facts.
Lust is
The entire time,
wanting,
man. I gotta be honest.
yeah, like
He falls in love with
wanting
you.
wanting the CVD, the CVC,
Yeah, DVD, CD.
DVD. I mixed that shit up. My bad, bro. It's
crazy
1:30
how,
a.m.
like-
and I'm like dying. So
No, it's fine. It's
yeah.
fine. It's fine.
DVD, like he just wants that CD, right? He wants it. He really wants it. He like found out where he lived and everything. Wrath is that little street confrontation, you know. What else is there? Let's think.
Envy.
Oh, envy
Wait, don't
is like.
give them.
the-
Don't give
do
it
I not
all
give-
away.
Okay,
Don't
find
give it all away
find
yet.
They
I'll
have
tell
to,
you
they have
guys
to
later.
watch to find out.
Yeah, watch that.
That's true.
Watch again. Yeah.
That's true.
Fair enough.
That's true.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
But yeah, there is. It's like the 7 deadly sins are all
That's
over
funny.
that.
Isn't
None of
SpongeBob-
you expected that,
I
right?
don't know if you know that SpongeBob are the 7 deadly sins. Kinda. It's like
Oh man.
SpongeBob is lust. Patrick is like sloth. Mr. Krabs is like greed. Rat
Plankton is-
Plankton. Mhm.
Envy. Squidward.
Plankton is envy. Squidward is just Squidward is just me at this point. Not gonna even lie.
Yeah, what is Squidward? Envy or something? I don't know what Squidward's up to.
What is wrong with Squidward? Yeah.
He's
He wants to be left alone.
he just wants to
Leave him
be Yes.
But he loves like being antagonized by SpongeBob and Patrick, though. So it's weird.
Oh, so he's lost. He gets his squid rocks off to it.
No, like his life will become boring without them. You know,
Yeah,
it'll become routine.
it's called codependency.
Yeah, like there's an episode where like he moves away to like a squid. Like a squid?
Oh yeah, the squid
Squid
neighborhood.
Yeah, your neighborhood. And literally he does the same thing over and over again, and it gets tired of it. Like it's him dancing, playing the clarinet, like riding his bicycle. Like it's like screw all this shit. He do like some craziness.
So that's literally us like
That's
making
episode,
Ali
yeah.
move from Yucca to anywhere else.
I miss Yuck.
Yeah.
I do.
Shout out to Yucca. That's their
I say
sign,
Yucca.
I guess.
That's the
Yucca,
the
man.
Y sign, Yucca Market. Yeah.
Why you
Mhm.
represent? I'm so tired. Okay, let's get back to Two Cats. So Two Cats. I don't know. Do you guys want to just talk about the movie process a little bit, how it came to be? So who contacted who? How did how did the crew come together?
Sure.
Ali asked me. Yeah, asked me, "Do you want to be in this movie?" And I was like, "Well, I haven't acted in a while, and I want to act." So I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I
Well,
did
Brian,
it.
you also were in LA at the time. You had to fly in, right?
Yeah. No, I was with Ali.
He was with me. We were living together.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
at that time also. Mm-hmm.
so it'd be awkward if I said no. Huh? But no, I really wanted to work. I mean, just film. I really wanted just to do something creative, because it's like when you're in LA, like, it's an area where you should be doing stuff like that, like building a repertoire, and all that. So I was glad to do it, and it's fun to do it with Ali directing it.
I want to say the timing of it was just so. It's like we couldn't have filmed this a month after. It wouldn't have worked just because COVID.
Yeah, pandemic. Yeah.
It just
When did we film it again? What part of March?
It was the day after the Hollywood. It was the day after Oscars. That's why, like, when you're looking at it, you can still see the tents, that were.
Yeah, right. Because we couldn't go up there. I forgot about that.
Hey, I mean, hopefully
so that was
one
like
day
end
you'll
of
be in
February.
those tents, right?
Yeah.
Serving food and picking up
like
trays. Oh, you mean as an act? Oh, yeah.
You had to ruin it, didn't you? You just had to.
No, the dream is
honestly.
there.
But the timing, really, Hollywood, like that image of Hollywood is like not what it is right now, or I don't know how long it'll take for it to get back that way.
Yeah, Hollywood looks a lot different, but the filming itself, it was fun. Ali texted me, and we had to schedule a lot. I mean, I was kind of busy at that time with other stuff, but no, we made it work. We did a lot of rehearsals. The rehearsals were good. We literally he would just give us some prompts and be like objectives of our character, and we would just kind of improv against each other to win these objectives. We would be on the roof of Yucca, and he would be like, "Okay, Jesse, your goal is to make Brian take a CD." And then we talk to Brian. I don't even know what he said to Brian because he did like private asides. But every time it would be like, you have to make sure he gets a CD and doesn't leave. Like this, he would give me a line. And he's like, he can't get past that line. Once he gets past that line, you're done. And then so we did it over and over. And Brian kept walking past that fucking line without a CD. Yeah, so we kept doing different like tactics, and it was really creative way. I've never worked that way so much with directing because usually you're so stuck to a script that it's like just about that. So it's very cool just to see how our characters have a dynamic. So we built up from there in rehearsals.
Interesting. So Jesse, by the way, what do you do? I never got to ask you this.
So I'm an actor, writer, director, and I also bartend for money. So it's one of those classic LA situations, right? Yeah. So I've been, especially with COVID, once COVID hit, I've just been bouncing around in a lot of different projects, just trying to make everything happen. But at the time of February, I was shooting with the Oxygen Network. I had like some TV gig, so it was just like 2 weeks for that stuff. So I had to work around that too.
Jesse's a showrunner also on Toluca Lake. I've shown Ali the pilot.
I saw the pilot episode.
The pilot
episode.
Pilot episode.
I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, it's good. I can see the hard work.
Wait for these next ones. Yeah, and then Jesse also has his quarantine musical coming out soon.
Yes.
You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Started. Sure, I'll plug that.
Yeah.
So once COVID hit, we're restricted for projects. So then I decided I've always wanted to make a musical because I have roots from musical theater. So me and a lot of friends filmed a movie musical over Zoom from their own devices. And so we're released this Friday. So we're in the final edit for that. So it's a cool project. It's called Quarantine the Musical. It's about quarantine. Two lovers find each other on a dating app kind of deal. So Quarantine Musical, yeah.
You shot that entire thing on Zoom?
Right? Zoom and laptops.
I see.
So it's like we like it. So when I had to because I directed, starred, wrote, whatever, blah blah blah, took everything. I also choreographed. So we'd film on Zoom. So we'd record the Zoom and also record on photo booth. And it came out better than you would think, like a lot better than you would think. It was just crazy to shoot that.
How long is it right now?
40 minutes.
Wow, that's a music.
It has 12 music numbers.
Oh my
It's
god.
like it's like a
Wow,
full
you
length
are,
musical.
you are.
Yeah, we have an album, everything. It's crazy.
This is gonna be great. I'm very excited for this. Of course, we'll shout it out
Yeah,
once it
good.
comes out. Of course.
Obviously,
Yeah.
and
Quarantine musical. Awesome. Yeah,
The
it really is
quarantine
cool
musical.
how like we're all trying to adapt to like this COVID situation. Like we made this
Yeah.
podcast, for example, just because you know,
We
it's
were
like, I'm not,
bored.
I'm not making a movie anytime soon because it's just like it's so difficult getting people, especially now, and it doesn't look like things are ending anytime soon.
And
Yeah.
Ali, we've talked about that too with Toluca Lake, me and Ali's other project.
Mhm.
Because we've wanted to refilm stuff, but then it's just right now we can't get out with
Mhm.
people. We
Every
tried to
time-
do a film shoot a couple weeks ago. Remember that?
We tried to do a film shoot, and then one of the
I remember he told me.
actresses had the actors, whatever, had like COVID.
COVID.
Yeah.
It was,
So
it was
like,
such a sign.
yeah,
Like,
so it
okay,
was
we'll
like,
see.
okay, we're not gonna film anymore until this is
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
Basically.
Oh, y'all stay
you're
at home.
fired. Actually, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, yeah. So it's like,
Speaking of Toluca Lake, will I ever be featured on an episode?
oh man, you should have come to the wedding sketch. Yeah, we'll let you know.
Sure.
I'll let you know for sure. Yeah, if there's a sketch, you can have you, of course. We'll
I
talk
did
about it.
drama and theater back in school.
Well, I've been
Yeah.
pushing Ali's that we need to film more stuff
Mhm.
virtually or like remote because like that's the best option.
We might have to.
It is the best.
Ali,
option.
if you come up with a script idea,
Which one?
You, Ali, yeah. If you come up with
Other
a script
Ali.
idea, yeah, think of it. You for sure you can.
something we can actually film remotely.
Mhm.
Yo,
You're perfect.
speaking of script idea, I sent a script to Ali, and he told
Yes.
me he'd tell me about it.
Oh, shout out to Brian's
Um,
script.
That's it. That's all he gets.
The devil in the
House of Demons.
House
It's
of
called
Demons.
House of Demons.
House of Demons. Oh, this is good.
Ooh.
I can't wait. I really can't. Yes. Do you want to tell us some more about it, or do you just want?
What kind of script is it, Brian?
I'll talk about it. It's an animated
Go
script. It's an adult cartoon. It primarily follows the boogeyman, who's now who's now a congressman in hell. And at first, his district is Boogie City, and he won his seat by being for the people. For the demons, and working to fight for their issues and causes. But over time, he slowly shifts to more working towards corporate interests and earning money. And the main idea of the script is to show how lobbying primarily is benefits. Lobbying turns politicians into people who follow to what they want to do, and that's why many of our bills that cut down on big industry don't pass, because a lot of corporations just buy these our politicians and all that. So I really want to highlight the journey of a politician who's gone from fighting for the demons
That's
to fighting
genius.
for institutions.
Yeah, I really think Brian, it really is like the
It's
characters.
actually good.
You don't talk too much about like the characters themselves, but everything is like set in like hell, or the characters are like demons and the boogeyman.
Yeah,
And it's like, with the setting, and like you tie it so close to like politics. Every single scene, from the beginning scene to like last page, it really is like.
Who drew?
Like,
Who drew the characters?
I haven't done anything.
Yes.
I just wrote it. I've written it.
Wrote the
I need to
script.
figure out. But
we gotta figure out the next step for that show then.
What kind of art are you looking for? Are you looking for like The Simpsons or Family Guy or like something close to Rick and Morty or?
I want. Have you heard of the show The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Yeah,
Oh,
hell
that's
yeah.
perfect for that
That's a
show.
great. That's
course,
a
So
great.
like,
yeah.
kind of like that.
That's so
Kinda
demonic.
like that.
That's such a dark show.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, do that. That's a good idea.
One of my all-time
more-
favorite. That's what inspired the script, because
How-
there's an episode.
That show could not slide nowadays, could it? I'm trying to think of like how like dark that show was, considering it was for kids.
That
And-
shows the single-handedly caused so many emo punk kids.
Did you watch Courage the Cowardly
Pretty
Dog?
dark,
I think
yeah.
that one
Yeah.
Dude,
didn't
bro,
hurt it. It was
that-
just
that
one
is
fix the
still-
holes.
Listen,
It got me
no,
a
no.
job one time just talking about the movie. It's crazy.
Dude, courage instilled fear in every child.
Yeah. Grim Adventures.
scary.
I don't know if it would come out today. I don't remember it well enough, but I like the jokes. It was just
Courage?
funny. It was just chaotic.
There is no way
n-
it could come. Or
Oh no.
No way,
Mandy?
way.
Grim
Mhm.
Adventures.
Yo,
no
what's
way.
the scariest episode from Courage the Cowardly Dog?
It's like weird like CGI sand creatures.
That's right. Return the Slant guy.
It's the one way they go to China, and then the lady turns into like this like freaky ass like witch, and like has Muriel's bones picked out, and they pick her bones out. So it's like now Courage has to fight like this enchantress and her douche son who always kick him. Remember that guy who says "yo fool" and kicks him or some shit like. But that's the scariest one because I was just so scared of like my bones getting picked out. I was like, what? Like, how are you okay, Muriel? Like, dang.
I mean, that's how they do osteosurgery. So.
Yeah.
Wait, Brian, are you gonna write some like horror episode of your show? Like, are you gonna try and lean into more horror aspects at times, or is it just gonna be like?
No, it's all comedy. It's a yeah, it's satire comedy. It's all jokes.
It's not wrong. You know what? Go ahead.
Huh?
Sorry.
Primarily it's gonna be like like the kind of the how much of a joke Congress it can be based off just, what they do and all that. And it's really, I feel like, because if you look at things that people do in Congress, it's just so it's so obvious what they're doing, but they hide it through that fake gaze of I do it for the people and don't look at that, it's just fake news. And so I just want to showcase the average congressman and how easy it is to be to go to the dark side, I'd say.
How easy it is to go to the dark side. Now
how more beneficial and easier.
Oh man.
Whoa! What do you think? What do you
How
think of Kanye?
easy.
What do you think of Kanye running now? He jumped on it. Let's see what happens.
I just want honestly, he's not gonna win. I don't think he's gonna win. If he does, then okay. All right. We had Trump. I can see that Kanye now. But I feel like I'm hoping Biden wins it. We have 4 years of him, and then someone actually good pops up, and then we get them. But I'm willing to ride 4 years with Biden because after just Trump, I can't do another 8 years. Another 4 years of Trump, I can't do it. 8 years would just be too much. Like America can't survive another 4 years with him. Like you can't. Like especially right now with what we're dealing with. Oh man, it's been a train wreck. Oh my god, it's been so bad.
What a time. This year has been like a lot.
It's like
what a time
to
be alive.
Finale. Finale of it all.
Finale.
But thank you. I appreciate the feedback on the script. I definitely was hoping to hit that mark of satire, as well as actually it being funny. Because it's not like because I watch a lot of House of Demons, House of Cards.
Nah.
You get the idea of what it's
like. Now I get
like
it.
the reality. Yeah.
I get it.
And then
Talk about demons.
And then yeah, but we're demons. But
Kevin Spacey.
my guy doesn't want to become president though. But
what happened to Kevin Spacey, by the way?
Oh my god!
The fact that we don't know what's going on with him is the best news to have.
Yeah, he's done.
Fair enough. Why did he get canceled
Ryan.
though? What happened?
Oh, he molested and raped.
Let's not. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, that's
that's it. Enough.
That's it. Yeah, enough said.
Yeah. Bye, Spacey.
Bye.
Anyway.
Hello, two cats. Bye, Spacey.
Hello, two cats. Exactly.
Yes.
So when we let's talk about two cats again, since that is the topic of today's podcast.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, say stuff, guys. Like, I've asked all the questions. Like, what was it like to, like, were you comfortable? Were you? Yeah, honestly, what was it like to make a movie? Like, just
it's not easy, dude. It's really, it's fun. It's fun, but it's really also not.
Wait, Ali, not Ali, other Ali who I don't know as well. What is your field of a career? Are you not in film or TV or anything?
No, I do medicine and surgery.
Oh shoot! Yeah, okay, this is a whole different ballgame.
Like, watching that.
That's why I hate my life.
What are you thinking? Well, I don't know. Watching like a movie like that, like, what do you think? Like, what questions do you have that? I feel like for me, it's kind of second nature for like all of us. We just watch so much content and make so much of it. But
what are you most curious about?
What I'm most curious about questions? Is like, it's not weird. I don't have any weird questions per se, but like I was just when I watched it the first time, I was like, I asked Ali. I remember I was like, "Is this the final cut?" He was like, "No, we're still editing and it's still like raw." And I remember the song and the music still wasn't like properly adjusted and shit like that. So I was like, is it is it like does it really take this long to make a movie? And then I realized like yeah, because it's like you need to manage a whole bunch of people as well as work on your part of this whole shit. You guys need to stay on. So I understood kind of because I did do drama back in high school. Right. I mean, I dropped it halfway through because I realized it wasn't a part of the course for me to go into the career path I wanted to do. So I had to drop it. Unfortunately, it was one of my favorite subjects. No, it was my subject.
Theater, because I have my roots in theater too. Theater and film are similar in the fact that the days that you actually shoot in front of camera and the performance days of a show, those match up. They are the best. They can be some of the best parts, but they're also the shortest. It's like theater with for film, it's the pre-production and the post-production that take forever and do a lot. And like with theater, it's rehearsals. It's rehearsals to the performance, and then it's done. So that's what's how you can kind of visualize with film. So when we shoot this, we did it in a couple of hours, but it takes that much more rehearsal and prep beforehand, and then the shoot happens, and then afterwards it's editing and mixing and re-editing and all that stuff. So it's an interesting field because there's just so many parts at hand, and somebody in post-production right now, I can tell you it's never ending. You always get the questions like, oh, when is this going to be done? But it's just like you just got to keep working and working.
Yeah, well, I mean, keep working and working, but we've been working on 2 casts for a while now.
Yeah.
I mean, great. Thank you, Ben, for editing it. Really. And
Yeah.
Wrote them for making music. Awesome. It's like really came together, and I'm very happy with where it is right now.
I remember in January 2019 when I was in Lebanon, and so were you. I had a good, it wasn't a good idea. I just had an idea to film an episode. So I'm going to pitch it to you guys. Not an episode, like a short feature movie.
Oh, go for it. Yeah, short
Go for it. Let's hear it.
I'm going to pitch it to you guys. So the title is The Walls Have Ears, which is
Sold.
an old...
Oh, sorry, continue now.
It's
The hills have eyes?
No,
the walls have ears.
because it's an old Arabic saying which basically means be careful what you say in public because the walls have ears, which basically means everyone everyone's hearing what you're saying, no one's really paying attention to their own shit. What you say is going to end up being, told to like, oh, I heard this guy say this, this, and this, and it's going to spread. So the idea was this guy, right, is silent his whole life. Wakes up in the morning, doesn't say a single word, sits with a bunch of people, never says a single word, right? He's silent throughout the whole thing. Like you see him in different, like he's with his family, he doesn't talk. He's with his friends, he doesn't talk. There was even because it was winter at the time, I wanted to do like a beautiful shot in the mountains, like snowy mountains of Lebanon, of just this man looking outwards into the snow, just does not talk or say a single thing, right? And then at the end of the day, his friend like sits with him and it's like concerned, and he keeps asking him like, why don't you talk? Why don't you talk? The last line of the show would be, the walls have ears.
Oh my God. That's amazing. I love it. Oh my God.
Well, unfortunately, I had a lot of people to me in Lebanon, and unfortunately, I met a bunch of. I met all your friends.
No, let's workshop this some more though. Right. So the next step. No, seriously. So like part of the process with filmmaking is you got to take, especially with me and Ali, always have these kind of conversations, and everyone I do it for the writing side. Is that's a good premise and good conclusion, but now you got to fill it out for the character. You got to have the start to finish. What throughout the day changes for him, or what do we learn throughout the day? So when you talk about this, it'd be interesting probably to have people throughout the day. Maybe you see military or government people harassing others, or people gossiping and like kind of doing the public hate that's coming out now, that's like so popular now, of the community bullying of people. Like maybe somebody says something off, or there's a weird confrontation in the background, and then all the groups like encompass, so that by the end you get him saying the walls have ears. So it feels even more impactful that some people choose to stay silent.
Conflict, is huge.
The conflict.
The thing is, I'm good at character development, so I can talk to you about this character, the main character, the protagonist, whatever you want to call him, but I'm terrible at deciding what happens right around.
It's hard, and it's like practical, and like filming. The thing with filming is that it's expensive. It's not. How much do you think 2 casts cost? How much do you think 2 casts cost, Ali, to make?
Like a couple hundred, maybe 1,000.
No, not really. It was like maybe like $200, maybe less, 150
Because you
bucks.
spent money on plastic teeth, Ali.
I spent $1 on plastic teeth. I spent
So
maybe
it could have
10
been
bucks.
$199. I'm sorry.
$10 on CDs. Mm-hmm. It's not easy making like a movie with that budget. Also,
Okay,
Mhm.
but here's my thing with this movie. It's not really like that. You're not buying anything. You're not gonna. It's basically just cameras, mics, lights, action. Cameras, lights, action, and all that stuff. So it's not really. But that was my concept, and I still remember it because I was like, "Damn, I'm smart. How did I come up with this shit?" So I was like, I'm proud. I'm keeping this.
Keep it. Write it.
So yeah, no, I'll write it down. I'll do a character development shit when I'm free. Obviously,
Mhm.
you know me more than anyone else. I am never free.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not filming, I'm literally studying.
Mhm.
Right. So it's unfortunate.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm. For now, until we get to film the next two cats. Two cats.
two cats, two.
Two cats. Two.
Two cats.
Two cats.
Two. Ghost.
No,
to
no,
space.
it's just the number 2 and then cats.
Ghost to
Yeah.
space. Ghost to space.
Nice.
Cats
Leave
go to
though,
space.
it's
Yo,
if I
go-
learned
yo,
anything in this,
Goes to space.
Hey,
yo.
goes to
Yeah.
space.
Goes to space.
That's next theme.
We'll use your
Also-
face mask
also
as
as
the
a-
background.
As a announcement, please wear a mask. Just wear a mask.
Please just wear your mask.
Get a mask.
Yeah.
Wear a
None of
mask.
that Florida
Please.
bullshit where they're
Yeah, we're in a pandemic.
on my freedom.
This hasn't happened in like 100 years, so it's like this is some serious shit. Just wear a mask. You can get a cool one. Those are all my clothes.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
hey.
Get a mask, yeah, get a
Out of
mask.
this world.
Out of this world.
I am.
No,
'cause I am.
honestly, even because I work at a bar, but like right now it's limited seating, so I'm not fully working there. But it's just so annoying because I'm like, listen, I get it. Maybe you don't love wet masks, whatever else, but just wear it because the sooner you wear a mask, the sooner you can go back to a normal bar.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't help
Yeah.
because you walk in there without a mask and then complain that you have to wear a mask and complain that the bar is not fully open. I'm like, whoa, there's an easy solution. I don't know how to. I don't know
I
how to
mean,
do it.
that's for you.
I
How do you
Crazy.
think? How do you think
That's
I would
crazy.
feel when a person like is complaining about, I don't want to be quarantined. I don't want to wear a mask. It's boring. I don't want to. I can't breathe right. Like surgeons wear the same mask and heavier clothing, 12 hours, like back to back, 12 hours doing a surgery, wearing a mask and doing a surgery at the same time. They don't complain. Why? Because if they remove him, like a single saliva just drops into the body, pack this guy's shit up. He's going.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
also to protect the surgeons, though, because you don't want to inhale whatever the fuck's coming out of that innards of a person's body.
It's nothing too serious because the normal flora of the gut isn't really airborne. It's mainly bacteria. What we're worried mostly about is the virus, which is this COVID situation, right? The viruses don't count as living things. Let's start there. They're basically a bunch of proteins built together in a specific way that have like single strands of genetic coding that helps it, do what it has to do. All
So
it
it
does
can't
is
die.
replicate.
Just replicate.
It's not that it can't die. Well, the way we use medication and viruses is we inhibit the life cycle of a virus, right? Which is basically attaching to your human cell, injecting its DNA shit, and then it starts replicating, and then it bursts the cell open with thousands of more viruses. So what we try and do with medicine is we try to stop one of these phases, because once you stop, replication doesn't happen, right? It gives your white blood cells time to just pick up the pace and engulf.
Catch it.
Unlike bacteria,
That's
where
white
we
blood
can
cells.
literally kill the cell.
Like
Right?
like Brian catching those CDs. Two cats the game. I can't show you the
Exactly,
game
yeah.
right now, but it's like I wish I
You
could.
should can you edit the masks into the game so every character has a mask on?
Why? Why, Jesse? For
Because Brian's
promotion?
outside in the game, right?
Oh, for awareness? That is true. But this was filmed before that. This
All
is
right, just
kinda
put a
like
date.
history.
Put a date. Yeah, be like February 2020, so they
Yeah,
know
February
for
20th.
fact.
Yes, they know for
But
fact.
in case they don't know what that day is, just right before this Corona shit happens.
Yeah,
Yes.
day before Corona.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Pre-Corona.
awesome. Yeah. Well,
Well, gentlemen,
I guess this is
It's
nice
great to
having
have
you. I
you.
guess
This was
the
pretty
last
cool to
time
do.
I get to do this. Two Cats is out. Go watch it. Two Cats
played
is
it.
out.
Amazing.
Watch
We did it.
every
On my,
episode, boys.
script. What's up, Hunter?
Watch
TV show in a
every-
couple years.
Watch every non-serious podcast episode. I always shout this movie out. Like the director doesn't even do it. I'm always the one who's like, two cats.
Thank you, Ali, for,
Cats.
thank you,
Hey,
Ali, for
when's it
promoting
coming
it.
out?
Thank you, Ali,
You're
for
welcome,
promoting
bro.
it.
I promote it because I liked it. Like obviously
Thank
the
you.
quality of watching on Zoom isn't that good, which is a
Mm.
good reason for you guys to actually give like that movie a chance. It's like
Mhm.
8 minutes.
It's
Ali,
eight
do you
minutes.
have an Instagram? Do you have anything you need to attach so people can find it?
Yeah, you can follow my Instagram, scoops.mp4, A2 the show. I'm gonna be
Real Ali-
posting. The Real Ali Shammari. We're gonna
It's
be
gonna be there
posting.
too.
Yes, the game, the app. Download it. This is gonna be a lot of fun. This is gonna be a cool experience.
It is, bro. I can't wait. So, boys, men, this has been
An
a
episode.
pleasure.
Thank you for having me on your
This-
platform again.
This has been an episode. Thank you very much for
Let's hope to
watching.
see you guys
In
next
case
time.
you haven't watched our podcast before, Brian, you're no stranger to this. Jesse, it's about time you learn how we end the episode. Salute to Cover the Camp and peace.